Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. I know that it has been at least 8 weeks since I put a video out, I think. It's been a while. Mostly because I haven't done anything interesting. That's the reason I haven't shot anything. The double O build is still hanging in the shed in the finishing tent, waiting for me to get patience to complete the finish. I have been also busy working with preparing supplies for branding irons. So I'll show you a little bit of that, I think, probably. And then also I have been working a lot on the design for the second CNC machine, which I showed an animation of before. But the announcement now is, one, I know some of you guys aren't going to like this, but the double O build is on hold until I get patience. I don't want to deal with it right now. I'm just tired of that project at this point, and I have other overriding timing things. So if I had finished it sooner, I wouldn't have this problem. But such is life with a hobby, right? So instead, what I'm trying to do is get the branding iron business set up so that I have everything that needs to be prepared ahead of time, or everything that can be done ahead of time, done in a large quantity, so that I have a lot of stock ready and a lot of materials prepared, so that come Christmas, because I have a feeling my Christmas this year is going to be a pretty good one. Well, it'll be my first full Christmas, and it'll be better than last year, and last year was really good just the month of December. So I'm gearing up to have enough supplies in place to work out making Christmas time as easy and stressless as possible, or as low stress as possible. In keeping with that, I have been prepping a lot of brass blanks. I'll show you those. But also I have been working through handles and turning a lot of handles. I found a friend who's working on 100 of them for me. Thank you, mysterious anonymous friend. Until he tells me I can say who it is, I'm not going to say who it is. So thank you for setting it up. He's working on a duplicator. It's kind of cool. So handles are getting worked out, I believe, and I've got all the other brass stuff worked on. I just need to get a little bit ahead of it so I have enough ready to go. But other than that, while this month has been, the last 2 months have been kind of light for sales, so I have been sort of spending most of my free time preparing the second design, the design for the second machine, getting it ready to start, and deciding what to cut. So instead of working on the double O, and instead of showing you more branding iron footage, although actually, it brings me to a point. I have a little bit of footage for the branding iron stuff that I'm giving it a shot. I'm not sure how much I liked it, but since I made it, I figured I'd include it. Here's a little shot of me cutting up some 2-inch brass. I had a 6-foot, I think it was, a 6-foot long bar or a 5-foot long bar. I had a long bar of brass, and I chopped it up into, I believe, 120 or some odd blanks. And so here's a little time lapse of that bar being consumed, as it were. So here's that. So, you know, I'm putting a tiny little shout out to Frank Howarth, who, if you guys don't follow Frank Howarth does these incredibly cool time lapses with everything he builds. I mean, the craftsmanship of the work he creates is one thing, of the woodworking that he does. The craftsmanship of the projects he builds is already second to none, but on top of that, he puts so much amazing energy and creativity and skill into making the videos. He does these really cool time lapses. He does amazing compositions, and oh, it's pretty cool. You got if you haven't seen Frank Howarth's channel, check him out. He was one of my earliest subscribers, and I'm grateful to have him. Frank, I hope you're watching. I don't know if you still watch, but if you do, kudos. You've inspired this little attempt at a time lapse. Is an homage to Frank. Anyway, so you know, I mean, it wasn't great for our first time. I had to fight with my intervalometer on my SLR camera so much. The batteries, it was eating through batteries, but I used really cheap batteries, so that's probably why. And things shifted a little bit more than I'd liked, but you know, kind of the gist. You kind of get the idea of it was kind of a neat process to cut and snap. So setting that up was fun. Anyway, here's a little shot of making a handle. I decided to film it because I was showing my anonymous friend who's helping me with handles the process. I wanted to give him an idea, and I wanted to show you guys, you know, the work. And you know, plus generally my instincts are when I'm in the shop I like to film it. So I shot. So I took a shot of uncut footage. I literally hit record and turned a handle. And here's the full set of that footage. It's pretty short, maybe 4 minutes. So, you know, pretty cool. They cut pretty easy. It's just, for me, it's tedious. I don't like doing it. I get so bored turning, and I've done over 300 of them now, and I don't want to do them anymore. I was getting some quotes, but a couple of people didn't get back to me, and so I'm reaching out to friends, and I'll figure something out. But worst case, I grit my teeth and I get through it. I've got probably 200 blanks left to turn, maybe a little less, maybe 175, maybe 150 blanks left to that are already prepared. And I've still got slabs of oak in the back, so I've got lots of wood. It's just a matter of taking the time to actually break them down and then turn them into handles. Let's take a look at all the brass I made. I'll swing you around and we'll show you some brass. All right, so here we've got an assortment of brass. I didn't film the turning and facing, the facing and the drilling and the tapping process. Maybe I'll do that one of these days. There is a video that I've already done that goes through the entire process of the thing. I think I sped some stuff up, but it kind of gives you the idea of what a process that it takes to get through building or cutting one iron. So basically, what I've been finding is that for now, 1 inch and 2 inch are my most popular, but I'm pretty sure 1.5 inch is going to be more popular. So these are all 2 inch. This is 1.5 inch. I've moved stuff around because I'm cleaning up the machine. But so there's, you know, 170 2-inch or 170 of these 1 inch blanks, 140 2-inch blanks, a bunch. I've got basically roughly about 350 set up blanks, and they're all faced on one side, drilled and tapped on the other. They're all ready to go. The only thing I have to do now, provided I've got handles made, is when an order comes in, get their design approved, slap it on the machine, put the G-code into the machine, and hit go. Come back, change out the cutter, hit go again on the second operation, and then the ironer's done. So the idea is I'm making it as quick as I can for my own sanity, so it doesn't become a huge burden. And it helps to free up so that the machine isn't really, it helps to free up time so that I'm not spending it preparing blanks and preparing stuff that could be done ahead of time. That's kind of my idea. Anyways, I did a lot of brass stuff, so that's kind of what's been going on, and I've just been selling and kind of I haven't really done a lot in the shop other than this. This has become life. However, there is something happening now. So I don't know if I said anything in the beginning of the video, but maybe I did. So I'm going to show you guys, well, you know what's coming. It's time to start building the second CNC. Literally, this vlog is going to go out while I'm as soon as I hit pause on this video, on this, so I don't know how to explain it. So I'm literally going to be, as soon as I finish filming this, I'm not even going to edit this vlog yet, but I'm going to film this, and then I'm going to switch straight over. Tonight I am going to begin building the new CNC, the second CNC, which is dedicated to cutting branding irons. It's a little tiny guy, should be, you know, little, it's going to be small. And dedicated to cutting branding irons, so it'll be stiff and things like that. I've shown you some designs. Here's a real quick animation. Again, I've got this footage that I just keep throwing out there because I made it. But here's a real quick animation, sort of a walk around of the design that I began. That's a few months old, but it's basically the same. It's basically unchanged. So here's that. All right, so we're going to start on this machine right after I finish this. What that means for you guys is weekly, again, I'm going to start this again. I'm going to get back to committed to doing a Saturday video so that there's something, and there's a build video coming. That's what this is I'm filming this so that I can, this is Wednesday right now, so I want to have the vlog ready to go this Saturday. So while what you're seeing now, I should have a couple of days of CNC build footage in the can by then, by the time you see this. So that's the plan anyway. We'll see if I keep that going. The upside of being your own boss is you can work whenever the hell you want. The downside of being your own boss is you can only work whenever the hell you want. You don't have to force yourself. I'm a really lenient boss. Anyway, so that's what I've got going on in the shop these days. I want to say thanks again to, first and foremost, the Patreon supporters that I've recently received support from. Thank you very much. Then also for the people that have reached out. Phil, I really appreciate your email, and I'm sorry it took me 10 days to get back to you. I'm really bad about this lately. I'm sorry about that. So people who look out for me, people who reach out, ask me how I'm doing, I really appreciate that. I really do. So thank you for that. I think I'm going to shut the heck up and start making something so that I can show you stuff. I'm going to say it. This is no longer is there going to be a gap. You're going to watch this vlog, and the following Saturday you're going to see the next build video. That's the way it's going. I'm committing myself to it right now, because if I don't, you guys are going to have to help me hold myself accountable, even if I whine and bitch like a little girl about being nagged. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I'm going to try to get that going. Let's what do you say? We get after it, huh? Yeah.